So I think it goes without saying that my silence on PSO2 New Genesis is officially broken, as I was able to get into the closed beta this weekend, and oh my god, let me tell you guys, what I'm about to tell you will have you just as excited as I am. As you know, the global release for the beta is just around the corner, and I know some of you are just itching to get in there. Shout out to the PSO2 team and the Arts Council team for the great things they've been doing for a year now, and it's been amazing working with both parties thus far, and with this, I cannot wait to see what the future holds. There are a ton of features New Genesis will have for you guys to make sure your experience is worthwhile. Hi, my name is King Cosma, and here are 5 important features in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. First thing I want to talk about is personally one of my favorite features in this game, and that is the party sub-leader system. Taking in the fact of how huge the world is in New Genesis, players in the party will not only be able to receive a tri-booster for grouping up, but will also be able to traverse the world separately and individually complete any quest. As we know in base PSO2, it is more of an instance-based game, and you are normally in and out of parties, and in some cases, that can become an inconvenience to players who either need to farm for different items or separate for boss quests and more. In New Genesis, players will be able to party within an instance and travel anywhere on the map while maintaining the party. Unfortunately, you will be only able to form a party in the same instance, but if the leader happens to leave by any means, a sub-leader will be appointed, giving that player all of the permissions the leader has, whether it be to add a new member or fast travel other players to cocoons. This is an amazing add to the game, giving more incentive to being in a party and really reinforcing the core of PSO2's community. Number 2 is the Cocoon System. Making sure players complete these cocoons is top priority, as in New Genesis, you will not be able to receive skill points via leveling up anymore. Skill points will be acquired through completing multiple cocoon trials scattered across the map, each holding its own special requirements, ranging from boss battles to platform time attacks, giving a bit of variety and depth to these cocoons, showing that there is more to this game than just running and Unga Bunga. Each time you activate a cocoon, it will appear on your map, allowing you to start the trial from anywhere, so be sure to use this as a good way to practice your classes and photon dash mechanics. Take note that your skill points are account and ship wide, meaning if you activate all of the cocoons on a ship 1 character, your characters will have those skill points, as well as the same for characters on other ships as well. I really do like this system because it will allow players easier access to other classes without having to waste that time leveling them up first. You can test out everything and see if you like it. Number 3 on this list is the new affixing system. I think it is to my pleasure that I can say that Doodoo and Monica are now officially dead, as the new affixing system will make the process a lot easier. Players will receive affixing capsules as you traverse through the world and defeat enemies. How rare the affixed drops are dependent on the rarity of the enemy and the quest you run, pretty similar to that of base PSO2. The difference here is that all affixes will come in a capsule, and players will gain a 10% affix rate per capsule thrown into the fodder. Meaning, if I had something like a Might 5, I would need to add 10 Might 5 capsules to hit a 100% affix rate. I can't speak for the future of high level affixing, but this alone gives me faith that Sega has definitely fixed a lot of the issues with the mechanic as a whole. I know for sure that I'm going to be a lot more confident going in on full release. Number 4 is instances and biomes. In this time exploring this vast world, I've noticed that each biome has its own purpose, and not every area you go into will be a 32 player zone. In the Urgent Quest area, there was a 32 player zone with higher rare enemy spawn rates, where I got to often see that of the Bujin and other rare enemies, making it easier to grind that area for EXP, but I was not able to activate things such as a PSE burst. Areas like up in the mountains allow me to basically spam PSE bursts for rare drops and trials, making it easier for me to farm 3-star weapons and gear, but it was only an 8-player limit. And lastly, the zones where you can gather material and kill native creatures for food or crafting material. This shows that each biome isn't without this purpose, so please be sure to look out and mark these areas, as it is extremely important to how you farm your levels and gear if you run out of side quests, dailies, or weeklies. And lastly, we have number 5, which are Gigantic's enemies. These superpower enemies are only found during certain weather conditions like rain in 32 player areas. Of course, that may change in a full game, and these guys are insanely strong and are highly recommended to be taken on with the help of other players. Even if you are able to stay alive, the enemy will leave the field after a certain amount of time, causing you to lose out on the drops, so be sure to strike fast and hit hard. Well, there it is, guys, your 5 features for New Genesis, and I hope this helped you get a better understanding of how some things work throughout the game. Of course, some small changes may occur when the full game is released, and those will be discussed if they happen. But as always, you can follow me on my socials in the description below and catch some more PSO2 content. Until next time.